welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy, and today is a Thrifty Thursday, and I don't do these every Thursday. I only do them when I have something to show to you. And I got a box from eBay that was supposed to be full of sewing and crafting things. Now, actually, I go on eBay, I'm looking for the old acrylic sewing boxes. There is a brand that is called something with a W. I'll put the name of it right here, that I really like. And usually I want to find a box that's full. Well, this time I found what would be in the box, and so I thought I'd try it out. It was a decent price. The shipping wasn't bad. And from the pictures, I could see that there were several things that I could use that I would be interested in using. So I have broken the tape on it, but I have not gone through the box yet. So here we go. And it's a fairly large, heavy box. So I'm not sure the best way to do this. What I'm probably going to do is just set my box over to the side like I have done before, after I move some things out of the way so there's room to set it to the side. There we go. And I'll just pull the stuff out. But I thought I would first let you see how it came. It's packaged like this. There's a big chunk of styrofoam in it, placeholder, so that things don't get all shuffled around and broken. I'm figuring. I think that's a good practice anyway. And it was reusing the styrofoam instead of sending it in the trash. Alrighty, so I'm going to pull out a bag at a time, because there's a few bags in here and a couple of boxes. And in the first bag we have a really old embroidery hoop that is oxidized. It's got a very cool look to it. It's probably really old. And this is probably not as old, but it's still usable. I'd use these for a lot of things, not embroidery. My voice is still a little odd. Okay, we have a prescription bottle. And it has in it, let's see, what is, it says this is a scraper, so I'm going to say you probably would put I don't know, it's got a telephone on the back and a Chevy emblem on the back. I don't really know what that is. It looks like maybe that is for coins or something. Maybe it's something you put in your car and you keep like money for phone calls. I don't know. But it's got the Chevy emblem. I think that's Chevy. And a telephone, so I'm going to say that's what it is. You put it in your car. It's also a little scraper. It's a multi-use tool that has nothing to do with sewing or crafts, which you will find in these boxes. Let's see, I think these are place markers. I think they're called place markers for like when you're knitting and stuff. Not these two things. These are going to be like wall hooks that you would put a nail through. These are all placeholders, but I use them in different ways. I use them for dangles and charms and such. Another pair of antique scissors. I've got like 3 or 4 pairs of these that I don't know what to do with. But a nice pair of pinking shears. Little oil. Those would probably be really good shape. Let's see, got some little ornaments. This one I think is a nativity. I think they're both a nativity. Let's see if I have something here. I'm pretty sure that's machine made and it's stiffened. But those would be good in making, for Christmas journals. You could put them in something, make a pocket. And then there are 2 of those. And then 2 bows that are the same thing. Let's see if I can make sure I'm on camera. I'm kind of offset. Let's see, got shoulder pads, because everybody still uses shoulder pads, right? Not really. And a little crocheted bunny rabbit. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is so cute. So cute. He'd be good in a fall journal. Bright colors and everything. Oh my goodness, this is old. McCormick Deering. It's an 8-inch wooden ruler. Actually, I think it was probably a yardstick and was cut off because it says good equipment makes a good farmer, and then some more letters there that were cut off. Oh, got some pretty double layered lace here. That's kind of iridescent on that white part. It says 4 yards. I think this is belting material. And it looks to be a couple yards of it. Some more lace. That's a pretty burgundy. Yep, I like that. That's a great color. And some trim. Oh, that's pretty. That embroidered trim. And there's a lot of that there. Oh my goodness. And I love the colors on it. All right, so I'm going to put these things into this other basket that I have behind me all set up. I tried to be a little organized anyway this time. I have so many times that I'm just so disorganized that it's a wonder you even watch. Alrighty, let's open the second bag. We have, I think this is a pin cushion, reversible. This side is a little worse for wear, and it's got a little bowl that it sits in. Probably doesn't have to stay in the bowl because I would use that bowl for something else. And then a whole bunch of thread. Let's see what's in here besides thread. Although I do like the thread. Are any of them on a wooden spool? That's a wooden spool. That's a wooden spool. Little rolls of thread. They're on cotton cores. I don't know what that is. It looks like something screwed into it, but I don't see anything in here that would screw into it. Let's see. Like maybe it was to hold. It's got a little empty spot there too. Goes about halfway through there, but it does not. I don't know what that is. If you have any ideas, I'll put a picture here so you can see it better. If you have any ideas what that is, let me know. Little pair of embroidery scissors. I think, yes, these are the kind that fold up. Except for I don't know how to fold them up, apparently. Oh, like that, I think. And some buttons. And a safety pin. And what is this? This is a palm stamper. Oh, it says palm stamper ink. And then it has how to refill. Remove paper, lint, and dust from stamper surface with cellophane tape. Turn the stamper upside down. So it's a little bottle of ink. I'm not going to open it right now. It looks like it's new. I don't know what I'll do with it. I have to look it up and see. That's fun, the little box that it came in. I like to collect the little boxes. Made in Japan. No year. All right. So let's put this load into my basket back here. I'm going to set that to the side so I remember to take a photo of it. See what's in this bag. This bag looks like some really old stuff. A little handmade pin cushion. Very, very old. I have to be careful of the pins and pin cushions in these things that I find because I'm allergic to tetanus boosters. So I need not to poke myself like I just did, just in case of rust. I think this is an little oiler. It's very old. Let's see, another pin cushion. Says World's Best Mom. Little embroidery on there. How fun. Is this also a pin cushion? In a basket that looks like the basket bottom has just worn out. I see an open safety pin I need to close. That's an old one too. Let's see, a couple of buttons. Nope, that's a jingle bell. Ooh, that's a really old one too. And I think that this says buy a new shuttles. It's got a little ad on it. And I think that this probably used to have a little lid on it because I think this is probably a needle case. Well, that was an a bag of old stuff. Very cool. I love the oil can. One more bag and then it's random things. And it looks like this one has a lot of zippers in it. Well, no, just a couple. Let's see, another little container of pins and safety pins and some needles. A crochet hook. Some seam binding, I like that blue color. A little tiny sewing kit from Grant's that has needles and a thimble and some threads in it. Oh, a little crocheted round here. And another one. This one's blue, little blue flower. Little blue dimensional flower unless it's meant to be a butterfly. Ooh, I think that's meant to be a butterfly. Let's see, this is a buckle and some eyelets. And I think that's just packaging from the buckle. I bet the eyelets go with it to make a belt. Yep, I think that's probably it. See, BMI, member of the Generali group. And it opens up. Oh, and it's a sewing kit. Oh, that's a cool sewing kit. Little scissors. I love the vintage stuff. Another crochet hook. That one's metal. Citizens Financial Services, and it's another sewing kit. It's a package for standard knitting needles, and it doesn't have knitting needles in it. It's got yarn and a little bit of thread and a crochet hook. Sewing machine needles. There's still 2 in the package. And more sewing machine needles, and this has 1 in the package. Some bright orange bias tape. Oh, tape measures. Yay! I love tape measures, especially the fabric and old paper ones. More crochet hooks. Nope, that's not a crochet hook. What is that? Those are really long needles. That's a crochet hook. That's a crochet hook. But these 3 are really long needles. And I've never seen a needle like that. Maybe for doll making. I have seen long needles for doll making, just not quite that long. But these are flat, like they belonged in some kind of a contraption. Jiffy needle, it says on the back of that one. And that one says something and I can't read it because of the rust. A little stylus with a tiny little point, another crochet hook. I don't know what that is. I think it might be maybe a chalk, maybe a tailor's chalk. Another tape measure, yay, made in Switzerland. And another tape measure. Oh, this is old and torn. I'll be using that soon. Oh, these are, if I remember right, they're clips that you would put, I could be wrong, that you would put on your sleeve of your coat and snap it and put the other end on your gloves or your mittens so they didn't get lost. It probably has other uses as well, but that's the first thing I think of. Let's see. Another tape measure. This one's fabric. And another one that is paper. From Paterson, New Jersey. And another paper one that is from Allegiance. Oh. This is going to be for a baby because it's got the hospital name, length, weight, and date. So that's a baby tape. There's a, what is this called? A seam guide, I think. Very large, as those are not buttons. Those are like bolo tie things. See, a couple more needles. Made in England. A real silk mending kit from Real Silk Hosiery Mills Incorporated of Indianapolis in Indiana. Part of a belt buckle and a stitch keeper. Whole bunch of thimbles. Oh my gosh, those are teeny tiny little needles. I'm gonna open that up. Look how small those are. Those are teeny tiny. I think that's a plastic buckle. Let's see, a broken thimble. I'll just go ahead and throw that one away. Let's see, did I miss anything else with the dump out? I got a bunch of thimbles. This is Conservative Life of America, probably insurance. Hauser for sheriff. Stanley Home Products. Herb Smith, phone 999 Delphi. Well, that's fun. They don't all say something, but that's fun. That's quite a collection. Still got more in the box. I would already say that what I spent for this was money well spent. Only a few things in there that I'm like, what in the world am I going to do with that? And the answer is probably give it to somebody who knows what in the world to do with that. All right, let's finish it up. Ooh, I have a package of tracing paper, 9 sheets of tracing paper. And this is, I think, where it's kind of like carbon paper. And it looks like it's very well used, but that would still be interesting to use in a journal for backgrounds and stuff. And this part doesn't look to be used. That's fun. Let's see, and I have a sewing pattern. Oh, look at those little kids. They're so cute. Little poodle skirt. How fun. These usually have a year on them. Or sometimes, I guess I should say, have a year on them. 1998. I have a box of sewing machine attachments for a singer. So I'll probably have to sit down and figure out what these things are for, because I have no idea on those. I know that these are different kinds of feet. And then I think that's just a space holder. And that's a packer's paper. And if there's any discrepancies between what's supposed to be in this box and what's actually in it, then return that slip to the factory. And then a couple more things, and I'm not sure what they are. I mean, this is a ruler of some sort, but it's got legs. Oh, it's a skirt maker. It's a pennant skirt. Ah, you set it on the floor like this, like that. And you can mark the hem while somebody's wearing it. Wearing the dress, so you know where to hem it to. Ha! That's fun. And then two more things. These two. I think these are bobbins or spindles of some sort that are used like when you're doing the weaving, or it's not tatting because those are little shuttles. But I think that this is for some kind of lace making, because I think I have seen like a big pillow with pins in it and then a whole bunch of these with threads wrapped around them. I am not sure, but I think that's what that is. All right, so that was my eBay box. And I am not disappointed with what was in it at all. What was your favorite thing that was in my box? Do you have answers for any of my questions on these? Because obviously there were a lot of things that I had no clue what to use it for. Have you ever bought anything like this from eBay? And what were your thoughts on what you received? Thank you for joining me today. And as always, be kind. Bye.